Okay, today I'm going to be explaining how to split wood. I've spent the better part of the morning hunting and gathering wood. To save a lot of money in the woods behind me on my land, I will periodically go out and find downed trees. Now I really try to stay away from this bigger stuff. This is oak here, except in the springtime when I can get my truck down there. But here in the winter, I like to gather smaller stuff that I can carry up, which is white birch. I try and find stuff that's in pretty good condition, not too punky, and definitely stuff that has fallen down or has broken. And today I'll be using two different kinds of tools. The first one is a 3.5 splitter, and this one here is going to be for the smaller stuff. You don't want to be swinging this 10-pound, what we call maul. But I do have a little bit of oak left over that I haven't split yet, so I'm going to go ahead and split that real quick. Then, and all this is free wood. I haven't paid anything for it. I refuse to. I have so many downed trees out there. There's no sense to spend $1,000 for 10 cords of wood when you can get it on your own land. Besides, it's good for your health. When I choose that I need or decide that I need firewood, I eat a good breakfast. Today I had steak, eggs, orange juice, and toast, and a little bit of hot sauce on it, and I should be okay. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to be using this maul because on the oak, because this 3.5 pounder she's just not going to get through this stuff. And what we're going to do is we're going to try and split this stuff. I kind of have a good time. I take the dog down there during the day when I'm hunting and gathering. Sometimes I'll tie the wood to a sled, and most of the time I just put it up on my back and carry it out. That's why I like the white birch. The white birch burns good, and boy, it's easy to carry. And I got a big pile here of stuff that's in front of me that's ready to go inside the cooker. The wood burning stoves right now, I have two of them. I have a 3,000 square foot wood burning stove, and I got a 2,200 square foot wood burning stove. And we burn about 10 cords a season. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on this oak here, and you must use a maul. I prefer a 10-pound maul, and because I like to just get right through it. I find the hardest part is bringing the wood up here. Although, when I first started splitting my own wood, this would be a little difficult. But shoulders, back, legs, lungs mostly. Because if you've never split wood, that oak there is some tough stuff. But it burns good in the fireplace. Notice I got my bow socks gloves on, my Patriots hat, my Patriot hat. Go Patriots, go bow socks. And that log is done, and you're already breathing hard. It's okay. I choose that because It's a good workout to split your own wood. It's like riding the treadmill for an hour. That was a good little chunk ready for the fireplace. Like I said, this oak is a lot tougher. And I mainly use the oak for nighttime wood. This is my dog Lexi here. She's a Basset Hound Jack Russell mix. And she's my friend out in the forest. I gotta watch her out in the cold sometimes. It's about 15 degrees right now. But when you're splitting wood, 15 degrees feels like 40. There we go. I tell you, this oak is some tough stuff. But it burns really good at night. And you can put a couple pieces on this. Maybe get up for some juice in the middle of the night, throw one more on. She'll make it all the way through the night. Like I said, I don't really hunt and gather the oak till springtime. But I will go out there midwinter, and if I see any downed trees or broken trees that have broken in the frost, I'll down them in the winter and let them lay down. Then I'll go back out there and get them in the spring. Right behind me is Salmon Lake. I got some videos out there of that beautiful lake. There's nobody behind me but the lake. So we have a good time out here. All right. That was a stubborn piece of oak, which means she's going to be good burning. These bigger pieces, you got to have a hot bed of coals. I like to throw those in at night just so I can get a full night's sleep. All right, so this is the 10-pound maul. And we're going to go ahead and put this up. Now we're going to get a little easier cutting, which is the white birch that I brought up. Now this stuff is just awesome to burn. I love it because the bark on it is almost like kindling. Throw a little match on it and you're ready to go. It splits real easy. It carries up from the woods real easy. And there's a lot of them that break in the ice, in the frost. So I find a lot of the white birch, and I enjoy bringing it up. And it's really easy wood to work with. One split, you're done. Because it's thinner, you got to really hit it dead in the center. If you don't pay no mind to it. Just try not to stick the axe in your leg. Set it back up there and give it another try. With a little practice, you can hit that pretty much dead center. Takes a little work. Now see, I didn't hit that dead center. I'm talking too much, so now I got to split it again. There you go. There's a little. I don't like this piece, so I might let the dogs chew on that piece. That's a good burning piece right there. I didn't get 2 cuts out of it. Yep. Definitely get a couple of good cuts. This is just white birch. I like to burn that during the day. Like I said, burn the oak at night. And don't really take it too serious. Have a good time out here splitting wood. If you make it like a job, then you can get burnt out real quick. Now see, I'm not hitting it good right there. But that's a kind of bad piece. So bring up some better wood here. Now again, when you're hunting and gathering wood down in the woods, some of the tree may be laying in the ground and it gets a little wet. That's what I call punky wood. There's a good split right down the center. 2 good pieces. That little piece is going to go right in the fireplace here. Give it one more. And she's going to be ready for a wood pile. Now we got a lot of pine back here. A lot of pine. Again, I burned that in a day too. But if you've ever had to carry pine, it's still pretty heavy. Not like that oak, but it's pretty heavy. Trying to shorten up my swing a little bit here because I really got a hand axe for that, but I don't want to go in and get it because this stuff's a little bit punky. So just sliver off a piece, sliver off another piece, and we're good to go. Now this is good for your lungs. If you've never split a lot of wood and breathing hard, blood's pumping, and firewood's getting cut. And I like to just have a good time with it, get healthy. If you never cut wood for this length of time, you gotta build yourself into it. Especially like I'm doing, talking. I should have my mouth shut, but you know, how else am I going to describe it if I don't talk about it? Yeah, that was a bad hit. My hands start getting a little cold out here. Yeah. That piece I have to make it in the fireplace like he is. I can burn this piece. I'm not going to cut it. I don't know why I chose to split it. Sometimes I think I want to split the littlest pieces, but these are actually real good. That's about 3 inches. Yeah, about 3 inches across. That'll burn just fine in the wood pile. And wood burning stoves. Here's another one. So, okay, let's work on this stuff and see how we do. That's the other dog in there. I can't bring her out here. She always wants to touch the axe with her nose.
That's your papa. That's your papa.
She's out here, Lisa. Grrr, yourself. Grrr.
Watch out, I have a video going.
Dad.
Please take the dogs inside, okay? Thanks. Now these 4-inch pieces, they just seem to get stalled out in the fire a little bit if I don't have blazing hot coals. This wood's a little frozen. Of course, I just got it this morning, and it's freezing out here. So, take the bad with the good. It all burns. My neighbor taught me that when I came here from California. I said, well, that piece is this and that piece is that. He said, it all burns. You just put that in the stove and you'll get warmth out of it. So if I have a piece that's a little punky or something like that, I'll basically just burn it in the daytime. You can't burn that at night. Yeah, a friend of mine taught me a little technique. Taking a big log, putting a tire around it, putting your round pieces up here so you don't got to keep bending over. I told him, I says, you know, Bob, I don't mind bending over. I guess maybe once I hit 50, I might mind. But I'm close to 50. I'm not quite there yet, so I said, I'll tell you what, Bob. I'll go ahead and think about mounting that tire on that splitting log when I turn 50. He said, all right. He's 51, so that's a good one. So we're pretty much winding on down. Again, this is just a little workout. I try to keep my legs clear. I should be wearing safety glasses, you know. I've never even been hit in the face with a piece. I would recommend wearing safety glasses. My eyes are so bad anyways. I figure, well, I don't even want to say I figure anything. I just got horrible, horrible eyes. I think because they're so light blue, I had somebody tell me yesterday that I had Paul Newman light blue eyes. Not that they look like Paul Newman's. They're the same color, I guess. And so, maybe that's not a good thing. of wet, so, you know, I'm going to let the dogs chew on that. Lexi, my Jack Russell Basset Hound, she loves to chew on wood. Matter of fact, I think I could probably burn her poop. She chews so much of the stuff, but, you know, she's a good girl. I love her. Now you can see this piece is frozen. Again, you take the bad with the good. Some splits real nice, some don't. You know, nothing's a perfect world out here in Maine. It all burns. I don't really stress on it too much. I see videos sometimes of people splitting wood, and it's like the most beautiful piece of wood. I'm like, well, heck, if I wanted to go buy wood like that, I wouldn't be splitting it. But I like to live off the land a little bit. Fishing season just started 2 days ago. I'm just waiting for the lakes to build a little deeper base, and I'll have some ice fishing videos. In the background there, you can see my ice shack. I take it out there on Messalonsky, Salmon Lake. This year, I think Messalonsky, I caught a 5-pound brook trout out there during when the season was good, and I like my odds out there at Messalonsky. Okay, there you have it. That is a 3.5 pound splitter. Like I said, the maul is a bigger axe, but